In this part we continue the work. We continue working. Now I show you how to complete the upper part of this model. I remind you the upper part consists of 8 motifs. As you can see, these two squares. This is 2 squares for the sleeves. Let's look at this side. I joined this square to the bottom motif and the second side attached to the sleeves square. And in this case I joined just the half of the motif. Now I show you how to join the second square. Before the begin, as you notice, I didn't finish this motif. I didn't make the last round of the square. This is the begin. Then I'm going to work with 3 joining points. 1, 2, and 3. Let's repeat again. 1, 2, and 3. After that, I'm working with this square. I will attach to the bottom motif as I did on the opposite side. I take their backs together. I don't begin the joining from the corner. Before I skip at 3 joining points, we skip 1, 2, and 3. And let's begin from the first chain space. I did 6 double crochet, make a chain, insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet, chain, and 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then single crochet into the next chain space. Then 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain, insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, chain, make 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make single crochet into the next chain space, make 7 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. chain, and let's make the last joining point. I insert the hook into the middle joining point. This is the main square motif, and the second and the third was joined to the first one. I did a chain, insert the hook into this chain stitch, make single crochet. Chain, make 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have done 3 joining points, 1, 2, 3, and as you remember, we have got the middle joining point. Then we continue the work in this side. Turn the work, make single crochet, 6 double crochet to the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain, insert the hook into the chain space of completed motif, make single crochet into this chain space. Chain and 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make single crochet and 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain, insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, chain, and 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then single crochet into the chain space. Continue working, make 6 double crochet. Make single crochet into the chain space. Let's stop here and we'll look at our work. We have done the first side and begin the second side. We have got 4 joining points. Then you should make the joining in the same way as I showed you before into this chain space. Then I show you how to make the middle joining point. I have already done the previous joining point. And now this is the middle joining point. I have already joined 6 squares into this chain stitch. They are 3 squares in the front side and 3 squares in the back side. 1, 2, and 3. Here is the middle joining point. Let's take a look at the back side. They are 3 squares in the back side. 1, 2, and 3. This is the middle joining point. Here how it looks. We'll continue working on the joining. Let's make the middle joining point. I did 7 double crochet and a chain. Now insert the hook into this chain stitch. Make single crochet, make a chain, and 7 double crochet into the same chain space. I turn my work I'm working with the third side of the square. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then single crochet into the next chain space and 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain, insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, chain, make 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then single crochet, make 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain, then insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, chain, make 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then single crochet. We stop and look at our joining points. This is the middle joining. I have already joined all 6 squares at this point. You can mark this stitch if it's difficult for you and you can't remember this chain stitch. I didn't do this. After I have done the middle joining point, I did 2 more joining points. I worked with bottom square. You should continue joining in the same way as I showed you before. I have done joining in this side. We just need to do to complete the current motif. Let's repeat again. From the beginning I skipped 3 joining points. From the beginning I skipped 3 joining points. Then I worked with next 3. Then I continued working with the second side, and to complete the joining, worked with the third side of the square. I have done the upper part of the jacket cardigan. Now I show you why we skipped 3 joining points. I'm going to wear jacket cardigan in this way. It is going to be V neckline. We continue the work with bottom part of the model. The bottom part consists of 8 squares. 4 squares are in the front side and other 4 are for the back side. These 2 squares are for the halves. Let's look at this square. In this case, I have done joining in 3 sides. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's look at the next motif. In this case, I didn't make the joining. I leave side square. In this case, I'm going to work with increase. I'm making increase with help of the trim or mesh. And after that, I show you how to join them together. The trim is going to be, in this case I have done the trim, here how it looks. After that I did the joining points. Now let's look the middle joining point. All 4 motifs joined in 1 point. Now I show you how to make the trim. Let's begin the work. I begin from the last motif in the half. I begin the trim from this point. This is the corner. And let's work. Insert the hook into the stitch. Take the working yarn, pull it through. Chain to bring up the yarn. Then chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Make 6 double crochet into this chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then chain of 3. Make single crochet into this stitch. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then chain of 3 and 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then chain of 3 and single crochet into the stitch of the previous row. Remember, you are working on the trim. Then chain of 3, 6 double crochet into the chain space. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 3. Make single crochet into the stitch of the previous row. Chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the last chain space. Then chain of 3, 6 double crochet into the same chain space. Chain of 3, make single crochet into the stitch and chain of 3. So continue working. I have done trim on the first side. Let's complete the first row of the trim. Make 6 double crochet. Work with the third stitch from the corner 1, 2, 3. Make 6 double crochet in a row. Make 6 double crochet into this stitch. Then chain of 3. Then 6 double crochet into the same stitch. Make single crochet into the chain space, like this. The first row of the trim is ready. Chain to back of the yarn and turn the work to the back side. Make slip stitches. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's make the last one into the chain space. Then chain of 3. Make 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain of 3. And make single crochet. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the chain space. Then chain of 3. 6 double crochet more into the same chain space. Then chain of 3. Make single crochet. Chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain of 3. Make 6 double crochet, 1, 2, then chain of 3, make single crochet into the stitch of the previous row, then chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain of 3, and 6 double crochet more into the same chain space. Chain of 3. I do not work into this chain space. Now make a slip stitch into this stitch of the previous row. Let's stop and look what we have done. I have done trim. I remind you, the trim has 2 rows. This is the first row. This is the second row. I'm going to work with square that is located in the back side. I'm working only with first row, then I show you how to join them together. Here how it looks. In this case, I have done only the first row. This is the back side of the square. This is the first joining point. In this case, I am making the joining in the first row, and after that I'm going to make other joining points in the second row. It will be 4 joining points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make the joining. This is the corner. I insert the hook into this stitch, take the working yarn, pull it through, make a chain, then chain 3 to bring up the yarn, chain to bring up the yarn, then chain of 3 more by pattern. This is the back side of the square. Make 6 double crochet into the chain space. Chain, insert the hook into the chain space, I take their fronts together, I insert the hook into this chain space, make single crochet, chain, make 6 double crochet into this chain space. then chain of 3 and single crochet into the stitch of the previous row. The first joining point is ready. This is the middle joining point, and this is the first joining point. Then we continue working on the trim, chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain of 3, then double crochet into the chain space 6 times. Then chain of 3 and single crochet into the stitch of the previous row. Continue chain of 3, make 6 double crochet. Three chains and 6 double crochet into the same chain space. Then you should continue working on the first row trim in the same way as I showed you before. I'm about to complete the first row of the trim. I remind you I am working with 12 stitches and 3 chains into the third stitch from the corner. Make single crochet into the chain space. Chain to bring up the yarn. This is the front side of the square. Make slip stitches till the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back in the second row of the trim. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Make 5 double crochet into the same chain space. Chain. Let's make the joining point. I take their backs together. Yarn over the hook twice and make treble crochet into the chain space. Chain and 6 double crochet into the same chain space. The first joining point is done. Chain of 3, then single crochet into the stitch, chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the chain space, chain. Let's make the joining point. Make double crochet into this chain space. Make double crochet into the chain space. Chain and 6 double crochet into the chain space. Chain of 3 and single crochet into the stitch, pull up the working loop, we have done 2 joining points. In this case I did treble crochet and double crochet. We just need to do 2 more joining points. Then I'm going to work with single crochet stitches. Chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the chain space. Chain, insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet, chain, make 6 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain of 3, make single crochet into the stitch, then chain of 3, make 6 double crochet, chain, insert the hook into the last chain space, make single crochet, then chain and 6 double crochet, then chain of 3, make slip stitch into this stitch of the previous row. The second row is done. I will cut off the yarn and we will look what we have. Here how they look like. I remind you we have done the trim for increase part of the model. In this case I have already made 2 rows of trim. and I join it two sides together with help of different tulle stitches: treble crochet, double crochet, and single crochet. If it's not enough for your size, you can make crochet cord and tail in this part. I have already done the main part of the model. For a more completed look, I'm going to work with trim. As you can see, I have already done trim for the first half. It was 2 rows, and the pattern was made in the same way as I did the last round of the square. The pattern was the same. Now I show you how to make the trim. I remind you, I'm working with trim. Trim consists of 2 rows. I'm working on the back side. I insert the hook into the corner, chain space, chain to bring up the yarn, as you can see there are 7 stitches. I insert the hook into the 4th stitch, make 6 double crochet into this stitch, chain of 3, then 6 double crochet into the same stitch, then chain of 3, make single crochet into the stitch, then chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the next chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then chain of 3, make 6 double crochet, 1, chain of 3, make single crochet into the stitch, then chain of 3, make 6 double crochet in a row, then chain of 3, then 6 double crochet more, continue chain of 3, insert the hook into the stitch, make single crochet, then chain of 3. Then you should continue working in this way till the end of this row. You should make such element into the each of next two chain spaces. Then I show you how to make joining into the middle joining point. The row is almost ready. This is the middle joining point. Now I show you how to join at this point. This is the chain space in the corner. Insert the hook into the fourth stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 6 double crochet. Then chain of 3. Then 6 double crochet. Continue chain of 3. Make single crochet into the chain stitch. I have already joined it into this chain stitch. Make single crochet into this chain stitch. Then chain of 3. We skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 6 double crochet into the fourth stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain of 3 and 6 double crochet into the same stitch. Then chain of 3. Make single crochet, chain of 3 and 6 double crochet into the next chain space. Pull up the working loop. We have done the trim for the first part of the square and begin the trim for the second square. Continue working in this way till the end of this row. The number of rows you determine by yourself. I'm going to work with 2 rows. Now I show you how to make the belt for this jacket. Make a chain of 13. I'm going to work with double crochet stitches. Insert the hook into the 5th chain stitch away from the hook, make double crochet. And so on. Then chain of 3, 2 rows of work, make double crochet into the each of next stitch. Make the last stitch. Make double crochet into the third chain stitch on the beginning of the previous row. I did 2 rows, then chain of 3 to bring up the yarn, 2 rounds of work, then double crochet into each stitch. So continue working in this way till the end of this round. You should make a row of double crochet stitches as many times as you need. As you can see, I decorated my belt with flower. Now I show you how to make this flower. Then I show you how to join to the belt. Let's begin the flower. Make a chain of 8. Join the chain in the round by working a slip stitch into the first chain stitch. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Make 23 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. To complete this round, work a slip stitch into the third chain stitch at the beginning of this round. Then chain 2 to bring up the yarn. Then double crochet 2 together. 1, 2, and pull through all loops on the hook. Then chain of 5. Then double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, 3, and pull through. Then chain of 5. Double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, 3, and pull through. Chain of 5. Continue working in this way till the end of this round. To complete this round, work a slip stitch into the top of the stitches. Round is done. Make a slip stitch into the next chain space. Let's make the last round. Chain to bring up the yarn, half double crochet, 5 double crochet, chain of 3, make 5 double crochet into the same chain space. Half double crochet and single crochet. The first petal is ready. Make single crochet, half double crochet, 5 double crochet, chain of 3, make 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then half double crochet and single crochet. And while making 2 next petals, I show you how to join to the belt. Make single crochet into the next chain space, half double crochet, 5 double crochet, chain. Let's join to the belt. This is the last line of the stitches. After I did a chain, insert the hook into the second stitch, make single crochet like this, then chain, and continue working on the flower. 5 double crochet, half double crochet and single crochet. Make single crochet, half double crochet, 5 double crochet, chain. Let's join to the belt. I take their backs together, insert the hook into the second stitch away from the edge, make single crochet, chain, make 5 double crochet into the chain space, half double crochet and single crochet. We have done the joining. Our joining has 2 points. Then you should make 1, 2, 3, 4 petals by yourself. The belt is ready. The length and the width you determine by yourself. I remind you, the belt consists of rows of double crochet stitches. Today we have learned how to make beautiful square cardigan jacket. The size of the model is 42 to 46. The color and the size of the belt you determine by yourself. Rachel Boutique is the unique, stylish, handmade clothing studio of Elena Rugal. Together with purchasing ready clothes, you can also order any model you like at the boutique to be made special for you. Thanks for watching.